Yo, what up? So this is a day in my life. Akin na day in a life na ba? It's early Sunday morning and it's the 2nd of November 2025. And please forgive me, I'm not really used to doing voiceovers, but I'll try my best. So today we're heading to the Halloween Skate Jam event. It's volume 4 and it's brought to you by 11th Street. So shout out 11th Street. And this is a really dope event. It's a gathering of skaters from all over Jensen and even from nearby cities. So I got ready early so I could skate before the crowd came in. Though I wasn't planning to go hard today, I just want to stick to my usual tricks since I know it's going to be a long day. And I'm already on my way. I was preparing and I'm already on my way to the spot, but I stopped for some caffeine. A quick tip, black coffee from 7-Eleven is cheap and it does its job. So if you like coffee, you might want to try this. So I arrive at the spot. This is a DIY or abandoned DIY spot. A few skaters were already there. I just said what's up and cleared some dust and stretch and started warming up. And yeah, I want to say thank you to all the sponsors. I cannot name all of the sponsors, but I'll try to name some that I know. Snoofits, Seaside to Street Hustle, Mad Depth, Fat Lace, and also shout out to sponsors all the way from Cebu, which we have Recent Clothing, Habit Creation, Shifty Skate Shop. Thank you so much for the love and support. And also, folks, let's pray for the people of Cebu, to all the homies and brads. Let's pray for them. They got heavily affected by the typhoon Tino, and it was devastating. But anyways, yeah. So I was just skating around here doing a bunch of 50-50s, board slides, just doing my usual tricks. I was trying to coast board slide here on this new rail, actually, because our old rail got stolen a day before the event. And we were so bummed about it. But that's the consequences of having a DIY spot. Our obstacles is always not safe. And I'm hoping that Jensen or the government of Jensen will give the skaters a place where they can safely skate. There are really talented skaters here in Jensen, and it can be developed, or I'd say they can hone their skills more with a proper skate park. Yeah, but anyways, so I tried Slappy Crooked Grind and it went or slipped to Slappy No Slide. So I tried it like 1 or 2 more times, and then when I landed it, move on to this line attempt, which is a nollie backside 180 onto the banks and then crooked. But on the second attempt, I bailed on the nollie backside 180. So as mentioned, I am not really trying to skate that hard on this day. So I move on doing some tricks on this mellow stage. So doing my usuals, just half gav, frontside 180, and then I tried hill flips, which I was so bummed because it took me few tries before I landed a not really perfect. It was a sketchy, but I'll take it. Right after this, move on to kickflip, which is I landed pretty quickly though. So I think it was the second try. Yeah, it was the second try. I landed it and then move on to this next trick, which is I recently just discovered that I can do this switch frontside 180 down something. So this is my new favorite trick. So I landed it on a second try as well, and then tried it for multiple times just to make sure that I can really do it. And right after this, I stopped skating because people or skaters started coming in, and yeah, after probably a few minutes when I stopped skating, the skaters started coming, and then they started warming up. I wasn't able to film the whole run section, game of skate section, because I help in commentating and facilitating the event. But just watch out for 11th Street. They'll be releasing a video soon. They've already released some photos, so you can check their page. So this is a video of, or a clip of, the longest gap. I believe it was 17 boards. And I think they can probably ollie even 20 boards. It's just that the spot has a very minimal runway, and then when you jumped, when you ollie onto those boards, or over those boards rather, you'll go straight to this banked. So that limits them. But anyways, it was still cool. And then right after the competition, we moved to Casamiya Hotel for the awarding. So a big shout out to Casamiya for always supporting 11th Street and this type of movement. So supporting local artists. So big shout out to them. And then by this time, I was so exhausted. I hadn't eaten anything yet. So I grabbed another cup of coffee while waiting for the program to start. And then I got called to host the event. So I wasn't expecting that at all, but it was an honor to host, especially events that are organized by my homies and for skateboarding. So big shout out once again to 11th Street for letting me host this event. I wasn't able to film the whole program, but here are some clips. A big shout out to Dorky doing some scratches, which I think it's pretty cool. And he's a big part of 11th Street as well. So shout out Dorky. There were a lot of artists who performed this night, and I wasn't able to film them. But as what I've mentioned, watch out for 11th Street. They'll be releasing a video. I'll put the link of their page on the comment section. Here are some clips of the awarding. Before this video ends, I just want to take this opportunity to say big shout out to 11th Street once again for making this event. Big shout out to Jave Molias Films. Big shout out to Dorky. A big shout out to all the sponsors: Snoofits, Fat Lace, Seaside Street Hustle, all the sponsors from Cebu. A big shout out to Reagan Gallen for leading and making this event happen. And yeah, that's it. Thank you so much for watching. I'll try to post videos on a weekly basis. So if you like this, please share and subscribe.